Thanks, Bruce. Well, turning now to the latest on the Omicron variant. We've been getting questions from our viewers about the variant and what it means for vaccines and booster shots. So we are working to get you some answers. Joining us now to talk more about it is Dr. Ulysses Wu, Chief Epidemiologist with Hartford HealthCare. Nice to see you, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Well, our first question, we're going to get right to it. It comes from a viewer named Scott Chang. How do we, the people getting tested, know which variant we have if we test positive? Or is that information not available?
So, Scott, that's a great question. Unfortunately, that information is not available. And so what happens is that the testing that you have at most commercial labs, they basically give you a yes or no whether or not you have COVID. But the type of COVID that you have, that's actually reserved for specialized labs. And so not every specimen goes on to be tested for to figure out exactly what type of COVID it is. From a clinical standpoint, it doesn't actually really matter because we treat all COVIDs the same, whether it's Alpha, Beta, Delta, or Omicron at this point. But I can understand the curiosity to know what type of COVID you have, but clinically it doesn't actually make a difference.
Okay, this next question is from Devin. Why have many of the reported U.S. cases so far been in vaccinated people?
So, Devin, I'm glad that you're bringing this up because I was actually just on another call that really spoke to I think I don't know exactly what the term I would call it, but people are worried that it's only vaccinated people that are getting COVID. And that is actually very, very, very far from the truth. It is still, by and large, mostly unvaccinated people that are getting COVID. And what we were seeing in the hospital, the actual rates have stayed exactly the same in terms of those who are vaccinated, got COVID, and end up in the hospital. And that still remains fairly low, somewhere around 20 to 25%. And that has remained the same for several months. So right now, it is still unvaccinated people that are usually getting COVID. But I can understand that you're seeing cases because you probably hear about it more. Somebody's been vaccinated, they got COVID. That's happening, but it's still mostly unvaccinated.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Dr. Ulysses Wu with Hartford HealthCare. We will be speaking with you again with more questions coming up tonight at 5 o'clock. We'll see you then. Thanks, Doctor.
Thank you.